couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field first. They were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass. Never had a chance. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Hunt is in the air on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a print.
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hartman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the quick pass. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The give on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got...
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for room at the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the... to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eye.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's chopped. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy guys start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback pulled up two and sacked at the 12. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rush is on him. Oh, it's picked off. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A.
He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Slings it downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Clinton. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the tailback. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds Water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. second down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the quarterback takes a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're...
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This is an offense that prides themselves on the ability to run the football, right? They trust those big bodies up front, and on 4th and 1, there was no question they were going to go for it.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Quick release on the RPO. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To the air on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.